All right, let's dive in. Today, we're tackling one of the biggest game changers in the professional world right now, generative AI. You've probably heard the buzz, but we're going to look at why it's so much more than that. It's a real fundamental shift, especially in areas like human resources. So let's explore how this new kind of AI is literally rewriting the future of work. Seriously, just think about that for a second. That task that you dread, the one that takes forever to get just right, what if it was just done? This isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy, it's what this new wave of technology is making possible. And it all starts with really understanding what makes this AI so incredibly different from what we've seen before.
Okay, so to really wrap our heads around the opportunity here, we first have to get clear on what we're actually talking about. This isn't just a simple upgrade. It's a whole new branch on the evolutionary tree of artificial intelligence.
For so long, technology at work has been all about automation, right? Taking over those repetitive manual jobs. But we're way past that now. We're talking about augmentation. It's a true partnership where the tech doesn't just do our work, it actually makes us smarter and more capable. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The kind of AI most of us are used to is completely different from this new stuff. I mean, the AI that predicts what movie you'll want to watch on a streaming service, that is not the same AI that can actually write a script for a new movie. And that distinction, well, it changes everything. And that brings us to the single most important idea we need to get today, the difference between an AI that is a creator versus an AI that is a classifier. Nailing this down is the key to unlocking its massive potential. So on one side, you've got traditional AI. The best way to think about this is like a super-powered analyst. It can sift through a mountain of information, organize it, spot patterns, and make predictions based on the rules it's been given. It's all about analyzing what's already there. It's analytical, it's reactive. But then you have generative AI, and this is the revolution. This AI doesn't just sort through what already exists, it creates something that has never existed before. Based on all the patterns it's learned, it can generate original text, a detailed report, even a whole new training program, totally from scratch. It's creative and it's proactive. So here it is, side by side, the most crucial takeaway. Traditional AI is your data calculator. It analyzes and it predicts. But generative AI, that's your creative assistant. It creates and it generates. This jump from just classifying what is to creating what could be, that's the whole ballgame. Now, to really put this into perspective, let's take a look at how we even got here. This incredible new creative skill didn't just appear out of thin air, you know? It's actually the logical next step in a pretty long evolution of technology, especially in fields like HR. This timeline really tells the story perfectly. We kicked things off in the 2000s with basic automation, just handling the boring, repetitive stuff. Then the 2010s gave us AI that could predict things like employee turnover. But now, in the 2020s, we are officially in the generative era, where AI is a creative partner in strategy and content itself. Okay, so we know what it is, but what does this thing actually do? Let's walk through a really solid example of how this creative AI can turn a pile of raw data into smart, actionable decisions. I absolutely love this way of thinking about it. We are moving so far beyond just number crunching. Generative AI helps you find the story that's hiding inside the data, and then it helps you write that story. It turns cold, hard numbers into a narrative you can actually use. So here's a real-world scenario. Imagine your company collects thousands of responses from an employee survey. Now, instead of an HR team spending weeks, maybe even months, reading every single one, Gen AI processes it all in minutes. It pulls out the key themes, understands the sentiment, and then, this is the magic part, it generates a comprehensive summary. Then the HR team steps in to do what humans do best, review, add that crucial context, and build a strategy. And the benefits here are just huge and they're immediate. What used to take weeks of painstaking analysis now takes minutes. All that manual drudgery of writing reports, automated. And suddenly you're making faster, smarter decisions because they're backed by a much deeper, more complete understanding of the data. Which, of course, brings us to the most important part of this whole conversation. Where do we fit in? Where do the humans come into this picture? And the answer is not replacement. It's all about partnership. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. AI is an absolute beast at processing massive volumes of data, spitting out first drafts, and handling all that repetitive work.
But humans, we are irreplaceable when it comes to applying empathy, making those tough ethical calls, understanding culture, and building real, authentic relationships. It's not a competition, it's a collaboration.
This quote just nails it. The AI creates the raw material, the first draft. But it's the human professional who curates it, who refines it, who gives it meaning and strategic context. That's where the real magic happens, in that partnership. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? The message is simple. Don't fear this technology. Embrace it as the powerful tool that it is. Let it handle the routine stuff so you can free up your time and your brain power for what really, truly matters: strategic insight and authentic human connection. The only real question left is, what are you going to create with your new assistant?